Hey, hello everyone. Good morning. So, thank you for joining this session. Let me just start sharing my screen with you and let's begin. Fine. So, today we are going to take a session on Cypress plus JavaScript. Cypress is a new technology, emerging technology. It is said that in um, if you are equipped with different technologies like selenium in testing, I'm talking about software testing. So selenium, cucumber, then API testing, all tools, jmeter, then cypress and playwright. So if you are equipped with these tools, then at least for next 3 to 4 years there is no threat to your job. Okay, you just need to gain the experience in that. And if you are aware of these tools, then your job will be most secured. Fine. So recently I've started taking classes on Playwright, and this is actually my first batch of the Cypress. So today we are just going to have a little demonstration on uh, what exactly this Cypress is and how it is similar to Selenium, what additional features we have in Cypress, and uh, how we test it using the JavaScript code we write in our Visual Studio Code, and we can test everything almost similar like the Selenium. So as this is my first batch, so I've not given any offer outside our Selenium group. So uh, all of you are already from my Selenium classes, right? So tell me one thing. Are you all excited to learn something new today? Just give me a thumbs up and you know keep. I know that I have forcefully woke you up, but I want you to keep a little more energy so that you will understand the things very properly. Fine. So I always like to learn the things from its root. Means like uh, if you remember, if while learning the selenium, I told you that there was a story behind the name selenium. So I was wondering why the name Cypress. So when I search or Google, I got to know that Cypress is actually a name of a tree. Okay, the tree looks like this. Okay, you might have seen the uh, these leaves maybe in your house sometimes. Okay, so some of the images looks like this. Okay, over the Google, if you search for cypress, so in Marathi we used to call it as a Vidya, is uh, the tree of Vidya, right? So those who are from Maharashtra can relate to this. So it is the same cypress tree. So it has a different versions of it. If you just Google, you'll see. Okay, if you just type here Cypress, so Google don't know what Cypress is actually you are searching for. So because I've done so many searches, so I'm getting here Cypress as a automation testing tool. But if you go to the images, you'll see that Cypress is actually a tree, and this tree you might have seen most frequently in your house. Maybe uh, right frequently we keep this as a as a show tree, showcase tree, right? So this is actually a cypress, right? Now, Cypress is an automation testing tool, and tell me what are the things we can do with Selenium? Yes, what different things we can do with Selenium? Yes, anyone?
We can do web automation using Selenium.
Okay, what exactly in web automation means? What activity we do in Selenium?
UI automation.
Means, for example, we can open the browser.
Yes.
What else like that?
Uh, you can click on elements,
We click on
find
elements
elements, click elements, and type
into text box.
activity text boxes.
Right.
Then we navigate
Okay.
to certain
Another
text.
page.
Yeah.
Means we can do click operation, we can do type operation, we can select from drop down, and we can open the browser, we can enter the URL, right? And there are assertions also, we can validate whether it is pass or fail, right? So whatever we were doing in Selenium, everything exactly similar, we can do it in Cypress also. It's just that Selenium that we have learned in our class, it was uh, with Java. Okay, first we learned Java, then we learn Selenium. Okay, similarly here, the Cypress is implemented in JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript and Cypress is the most preferable combination. Another language is like TypeScript, and there are some other languages also, but this is the most popular or preferable combination, Cypress with JavaScript. So just like while learning Selenium, we learn the Java first, and then we learn the Selenium. Similarly here, um, in today's session, I'm going to give you some overview of JavaScript so that we will be a little familiar when I will do some code in Cypress. Then, just like in Selenium, can anyone tell me how do we create the project in Selenium? Yes. Roughly what steps are there to create a project in Selenium?
To go to file, create new, and click on Java project.
Okay, means first we create a Java project. Then after creating Java project,
Create a library folder and add the Selenium jar files in the library.
right. Okay, we create a library folder and add Selenium jars or Selenium dependencies. If you know the Maven project, in Maven we add the dependency, or in a normal project we create a lib folder and we add the libraries in that. And after that we set that library, and once that library is set, we are all set to write our automation using Selenium, right? So almost everything is similar here. Okay, it's just that the language is different. It's just that the process to create the project and the steps will be little different. Otherwise, we are going to do almost everything same like the Selenium. Okay, basically we are going to do the automation testing here. When you know the testing, when you know the manual testing, software testing, then learning automation testing tool is just to think how can we implement the same using automation, right? So you already know manual testing, so we will just follow the after all, what automation testing is: first, execute the scenario without your presence, verify your expected result with the actual result. That's it. What more than that? Okay, so uh, if I talk about the features in Cypress, so those who have completed the playwright, they might know that um, in playwright and as well as in Cypress, there is no synchronization like a issue. Synchronization means sometimes we need to wait. Okay, and we need to add that driver dot manage dot implicitly wait, or sometimes we use explicit wait or fluent wait. So here synchronization happens automatically. You don't have to explicitly use waits. Cypress actually do the wait automatically. Then we can also mock the server. Okay, so this is little deeper. Still, I'll tell you. Like sometimes you have a login with some um, OAuth uh, authentication. Okay, for example, mm, okay, let me just open a new community window. So let's say ChatGPT is there. So if you want to do login, okay, just like ChatGPT, there are many other applications which allows you to log in from some other source, like login with Google, login with Microsoft account or Apple account. When I click on Google, so it redirects to the Google, it takes your credentials and comes back with login. Okay, but sometimes what happens is that, let's suppose your Google server is not working, or let's say Microsoft server, or any other platform that you're using. If that is not working, then taking your response back will be little difficult. So Cypress helps you to mock that server. Means it will behave, or it will create some dummy application wherein actually it will resemble that you are going to that uh, mm, another platform and coming back with no response. Okay, so this is a feature, and two more features are there, like it will give you automatic screenshots and automatic video recordings. Okay, these are the features here. And if you just ask me the overall topics, the Cypress has, like you need to know the Java fundamentals. You need to know automation with Cypress. It can also do API testing as well. Okay, and like the Playwright do the API testing, Cypress can also do the API testing. Okay, and in Cypress, uh, you can also implement the Cucumber framework in Cypress, right? You can also do database testing with Cypress, and there are few other things we have. Okay, just give me 1 second. Sorry. So these are the topics generally. Means these are the things the Cypress can do. Fine. So just like in Selenium, we first learned the Java. So similarly here, we will have to learn the JavaScript. Okay. And believe me, if you already know the Java, learning JavaScript is not at all a big deal. Okay. Just 1 second. I'm really, really sorry. Uh, so we will learn JavaScript first. Okay, so first we will get the introduction to the JavaScript, and then I will help you to understand how to create the Cypress project and um, how to uh, write the Cypress code in that. Okay, fine. So just like to run the Java programs, we needed to download and install a JDK. So JavaScript, in order to run the JavaScript, you need Node.js installed on your system. Okay, so if you want to install the Node.js, so simply go to the Google and search for Node.js. Okay, and this is the official website of the Node.js. Open this and go to download. It is available for no matter what operating system you have, Linux or Mac, whatever it is. So you will get the setup, corresponding setup, and you'll be able to download this. Okay, so it will be downloaded, and you see here, this is your setup. So I will just show you a few steps because I have already installed it, so I may not be able to show you everything. So here, this will be the initial window, and it will be, you will have to click on next, and keep saying next, 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 keep all the default settings as it is, and it will be installed. So once it is installed, you'll be ready to write the JavaScript code over here. Okay, fine. So to check whether it is properly installed or not, so you can go to the command prompt. So type here cmd. Okay, so cmd and node dash v. Okay, and you'll see here version 18, right? And I guess after installing your node.js, you have to also install node package manager also. Okay, so let me just see. I've just forgotten this step. Just 1 second, give me 1 second. I've written it in a note. Okay, installation. Node.js Visual Studio is enough. Ah, yes, it is enough. This much is enough. So once you will install, you will also get the node package manager npm minus v. You see here, node package manager you will get along with this node. So you can see here 8.19.2. So once you get this node installed, node.js installed on your machine, now you are ready to, sorry, you are ready to run the JavaScript programs here, right? Now, how to write or where to write the JavaScript program? You can write in Notepad also and then run it here. But we have a tool here, and the tool is Visual Code Studio. Okay, it looks like just like that. I'll tell you from where to get it. It is also free to download. So go to Google and search for Visual Studio Code. So VS Code. Just simply search for VS Code, and this will be Visual Studio Code. Okay, you can write various languages in it. So, but it is best for um, uh, writing the JavaScripts. So you can download it for Windows, you can download it for Mac, Linux, whatever it is. So again, installation will not be a big deal. So the setup will be downloaded in few seconds. You just open the setup, click on next, 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 keep all the default settings as it is, and it will be installed on your machine. Once you will open it, so it will look like this. So let me just open its very fresh view. So new window. So it will look like this. Okay, when you will open it first time. So its look will be like this. Okay, so just tell me up to this, are you all clear? Understood the things that we are learning? Okay, fine. So once we all are here, we are actually ready to run the JavaScript. But before that, you see here, this command prompt was there. So this command prompt will come in the Visual Studio as well from here. So you can click on uh, this icon you see here, no problem. Click on this and just expand this, and you see here terminal. So here you'll see the terminal. Okay, if you want to see the big view, so you can press Control plus, so it will, but the whole editor maximizes. Okay, so here you can hit all the commands over there. For example, let's say node minus v, so node version, or npm minus v means version. Okay, so this is the version over here, right? Okay, so now cls for clear screen. Now here we will start writing the programs, but before that we will create a directory, a folder somewhere, and in that folder we will keep all of our JavaScript programs. Okay, so I will create a folder here. So mkdir. Now these are the DOS commands. Huh? These are not related to specifically JavaScript or Cypress. So these are simple DOS commands wherein I'm using it to create a directory. Or you can just go to your Windows and manually also create a directory. Okay, so I will first go to D drive. CD study folder is there. I've created CD study. I'll go to the study folder, and then I have created CD Cypress folder also. So I'll go to the Cypress, and let me create one folder. So let's say mkdir, and let's say JavaScript. Okay, so all the programs related to JavaScript I will write into it. Okay, JavaScript directory is created. Once this directory is created, you can open that folder from here. So file, open folder. Okay, so it's there on D drive, study. Now it's up to you where to keep that folder. So study, and then inside Cypress I've created a JavaScript folder. So open this folder over here, and we all are here. So say here, yes, trust the author. Okay, fine. So clear up to this, we have just created a folder, and now we are going to write our JavaScript programs here. So this is a JavaScript program, JavaScript folder. So inside this, if you want, you can create a new folder, or if you want, you can create new file also. So I will create a new file over here, and I'm going to write the first program that we generally write while learning any programming language. So let's say hello world. So here the extension is JS. So .js. Okay, just like in Java, we have the extension .js or .java. So we will have .js. Okay, so in Java we have system.out.println. In JavaScript, we use console.log, and into round brackets, into double quotes, whatever you will write, that will be printed. So let's say hello world. Okay, and that's it. Here in JavaScript, there is no need to give semicolon after your statement. There is no main method. You can just write it directly, right? But make sure that you save it every program. Okay, so if you make any changes and don't save it, so you see here white wall, it comes there. So you can save it. Okay, now how to run this? First of all, you should be on that particular uh, folder. Okay, and you can write here node hello world.js. Okay, node hello world.js, and enter. And do you see here hello world is printed? Okay, so this is how you can write the program on hello world, and to run this you can simply write here node followed by your file name.js. Okay, clear with this? So this is your first program with JavaScript. Understood? Yes or no? Give me thumbs up so that I'll feel that you're awake. Right. Thank you very much. And now, next few things we will learn. Uh, we will learn data types and all that. So first of all, in JavaScript, there is no specific data. It means you don't need to use any specific data type. Okay, but there are three declarations we have. Okay, so first one is var. Okay, so if you want to declare a variable, you can use var. Okay, so like this, var a is equal to 10. Okay, is it visible? I don't know how to change the font. Okay, var a, where b is equal to, let's say, 12.34, where c is equal to, let's say, some character, and where str is equal to some text. Okay, so these are the variables here. And now if you want to print the values of these variables, then you can use what? Console dot log. Okay, console dot log, and maybe you can write a, or the strings are just like the Java string, so you can write here a is equal to plus a, and similar way you can print the other variables also. Okay, like a, b, b. Here also you get auto suggestions, c, d. Okay, c, d. Okay, make sure that you save is Control S, and again run the program node hello world.js. Wow, something wrong here.
D. We have written D instead of str.
Acha, str. Here, right, str. Okay, but look at the error, what it says. So it has pointed here D. So D is not defined. So errors are very user friendly, just like any other language. So D is not defined. Save it, and now run this. And you see here all the variables and its values are printed. Okay, so here operators are also same like any other language: plus, minus, then divide, multiplication, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Okay, so the expressions are also like that. By the way, let me talk about this var. There are actually three types you can use for defining a variable. Like you can define a variable using var, you can define the variable using let, and you can define the variable using const. Okay, so if you define the variable using var, then you can redefine the same name of variable. Of course, now recently a is written as text. So if I just try to print, so it will show the latest a. Okay, so a is equal to text, right? But here in Java, you cannot do this like this. Means if you have defined int a is equal to 10, then you cannot write int a is again some value. Okay, you can write like this. Here also you can do it, but if you use var, so this a will be completely a different variable having a different memory. Okay, but if you want to avoid this, because sometimes the programmers might accidentally use the different variables, and or they might not make a difference between already defined variables or newly defined variables. So there is another data type, you can say, or type, you can say. It is let. Okay, if you define using let, then you will not be allowed to use it again. Okay, you see here there is a red line. So it says that cannot redeclare the blocked scope variable. So you cannot redeclare it, right? So this is also a variable. So if I just remove this var, then it is fine. So this is not redeclaration now. Okay. So if you write let, then you cannot redeclare. But if you want to assign any value, you can definitely assign to it. Okay. So similarly, I'll now experiment with B. So this B I will assign with some other value. So let's say B67. Okay, its data type will be also automatically changed. But here this is var, and if I again define here it is var. Okay, then it is fine. But if I make here B as let, Okay, then again similar error, you'll see that you cannot redeclare the blocked spot variable b. Okay, now the next type is constant. So if I define b as constant, const, okay, again there is a problem, because you see here, if it was let and if I'm assigning a value to it, so redeclaration was not allowed, but reassignment was allowed. Are you understanding this? Redeclaration was not allowed, but reassignment was allowed. Means the b has already some value and I have assigned one more value to it. But if I make it constant, okay, const, constant, then your reassignment will also be not allowed. Right now we are not getting any error, but once I will run this, maybe we will get the error over there. Okay, you see here. So B67, assignment to the constant variable. Okay, assignment to the constant variable. So these are the important things like let, const, and var. Okay, are you getting this? Let, const, and var. These are the three types, and we will prefer let and const only. Okay, var is little risky thing. So let, and whenever we are sure that the variable's value is not going to be changed, or we want the same value for the variable, we will use const, right? So this is little different thing you need to experience in JavaScript. Otherwise, the data types are same. Even your loops are also same, control structures and loops. Some of the basic examples we will see very quickly, and we want to switch to the Cypress a little more quickly. Okay, so control structure and loop we will see, control structure, loops, and function we will see. Okay, so only 3 slides I have kept for understanding the JavaScript, because if you just understood, how to define the constant, what are the or how do we use loops over here, and this is important, functions, then it is more than enough. Apart from that, classes and constructors, and that part is also uh, important, but in just 2 hours we cannot complete everything. So the important things we can just cover here. So let's see what is the control structure. See, control structure is exactly the same way the way it is there in any other programming language like C, C++, and even Java. So here, first we'll see the if else part. Okay, 1 second, I'll create here control structure, control structure .js. Okay, now here we will write a program to find the greater number. So let's say let a is equal to 10, let b is equal to 20. Then if a is greater than b, then we need to print a greater. So console.log. Here, to write the strings, you can even use single quotes as well. A is greater. Okay. Else, you can print B is greater. B is greater. Okay, save this and run. Acha, file name is changed now. But why the error is there? It is there because of the previous thing. Node control structure.js. B is greater. Okay. So it is just like our earlier control structure. B is greater. Okay, you can try the other programs also that we have learned in Java. I'm just giving you the idea how it can be used. For loop or while loop. So if you want to use the while loop, the syntax is same. So let's print 1 to 10 numbers. using while loop. So you can just copy paste the same Java program. It's just that instead of system.out.println, use log.info. Okay, log.info now, because sorry, console.log. See, at the time I'm actually teaching different languages. So log.info is there in Groovy scripting. So here it is JavaScripting. Okay, so now while loop. So while, okay, initialization first, initialization. So integer I is equal to 1. Okay, so int is not allowed, where or let you have to use. Okay, while I is less than or equal to 10, then console dot log I. Okay, save this and run this. Acha, it should be, what's wrong here? Control C. I plus plus,
Increment.
I plus plus I have not written. Okay, now you can see here 1 to 10 numbers are printed. Okay, so similar way you can do it for do while loop also. Okay, maybe here I will write using while loop. Okay, now using do while loop. Similar thing. Uh, now we will use a different variable. So let's say let j is equal to 1. J is equal to 1 while j is
Do while.
sorry, do while now. So do and then print console.log j j plus plus and write here while same condition. So I is greater than or equal to 10. Use this. Okay, save this. Run. Is it correct?
J should be there, sir, instead of I.
It should have I. It should be j. And save it. Now run this. Okay, using while loop. I thought it should be less than or equal to no. Hmm. This is using do while loop and this is using while loop. Okay, fine. So can you write a code for loop? Yes. Use the variable k and just write in 2 lines using for loop. So will you write for integer, let's say k is equal to 0. K is not integer, it will be let or var. Okay, let k is equal to 0, k is less than or equal to 10, and k plus plus, k plus plus. Okay, I will write here k is equal to 1, k is less than or equal to 10. Okay, console dot log console.log key. Okay, so this is using for loop. Save this and run. Okay, using for loop. Right? Got it? So this is how the loops they work. Fine. And now next important and the last thing that you should know is the functions. Okay, what is a function? So function is something wherein actually we keep our repeatedly needed statements at one place, and whenever we require that, we call it. Okay, so functions demo.js. Right. Okay, so I will write a function here. So unlike in Java, we write here void function name. So here you can write function name, or directly write um, a function name also. Okay, so I will write here function name. So function, and let's say prints or print values or print statements. Make sure that it is not a keyword. Okay, so here I will just write a multiple print statement. So console dot log, console dot log. Okay, mm, this is mobile people use it for all. We use it for everything. Okay, now say it here. The name of function is function demo.js. Okay, so if I run this program, see what happens. Node function demo.js, enter. Nothing happened. You know why? Because it is just a function we have declared. We have not called it.
Calling.
We have to call it. So let me just call this function here. Okay. So I'm calling it here. And now if you run this, make sure that you save it. Once you run this, you see here it is printed. This is mobile. People use it for all. We use it for everything. Okay. Understood. So this is how you can define the function, and you can call the function. You can also define the function directly also. Okay, without writing the function. So I'll write here a print statement 2, and mm, okay, I think that there is something wrong here. Let me just run this. No, actually this is not defined. Okay, so here you can define it in this way. This is called as unanimous function, right? Just 1 second. If you want to write this, so you have to assign it to something else. So let's say I'll call this as a my function. You can write this as a variable. Okay, my function is equal to this. Okay, my function is equal to this, and you can define this as a variable. So let's say let my function is equal to function. Okay. Now, how do I call this? So to call the functions like this, you can simply use this and print it here. Okay, so call it directly, my function. So save it and go to terminal. CLS for clear screen on function demo, and you see here it printed 2 times. Okay, first because of this print statement, and second because of my calling my function. Right? So yes, up to this, are we all clear? Understood the things? Okay.
What is the difference?
Difference between first one and second one.
Yes, both the places we are calling, right?
Both here, the code is same here. Just how do we define the function, that is different.
Okay, we are just assigning it to a variable and calling that variable.
Calling that variable. Okay. So just to show you how do we define the function, that's why I've shown you this different way. Okay, either you can define it in this way or you can define it in this way. Okay. Now your function can take parameters also. Okay, for example, I'll take a different example. uh, like operations .js, operations.js. So here we'll create a function, let's say addition. So using the first method I will show you first, and then using second method I will again show you, or maybe we will create a different class for that, different JavaScript for that. So function, let's say addition. Okay, function addition, and here you can pass the values or variables. Okay, no need to define what data type, anyways the data type is not there, so you can simply write here a comma b. Okay, and maybe here you'll define a variable. So let's say let c is equal to a plus b, and simply print here console dot log addition is equal to plus c. Right, save it. Now, as long as I don't call this function, it will not get a call. So addition of now 20, 13 comma 23, and if you run this, then it will do the addition and print it. Node function demo operations.js. Okay, nothing is printed. Uh, what happened? Why it is not printed? Console.log addition. I'm calling addition a comma b. Let c is equal to a plus b. Addition is equal to c. Okay, node operations.js. Addition is equal to 36. I think it was not saved earlier. Okay, addition is equal to 36. The addition is printed here. Okay, similar way you can write the function in this way. Okay, so same way I will just write the function name. I'll keep different. So let's say addition 2, and let me just store. Okay, so I will just create a function in this way, and let me just store this into a variable. So let my value. Okay, So here you can write my value 10 comma 20. So you'll print the value as 30. Node my value .js.
Operation.js.
Operations.
Sorry, operation.js. Operations.js. Okay, addition is equal to 30, 10 plus 20, 30. Correct? Right. So this was a normal function taking arguments. Your function can also return a value as well. Okay, so I will create another file, operations2.js. So here we will write or understand how the functions can return a value. Okay, so I will write a function here. Okay, if your function is returning value, it has to be captured somewhere. Okay, so let me write it this way: function, and it is taking some values like a comma b comma c, and let's do addition of these three numbers. Okay, so let's say let d is equal to a plus b plus c, and lastly I will write here return d. Okay, return d. So it has to be captured, and we will of course capture it into a variable. So the variable will be let's say my value is equal to this. Okay, and you can write here let, right? So when I call this my value and pass the real values here, so I will have to pass three values. So let's say 10, 10 comma 10. So it will give me some value, but as this is a function that returns a value, so I will store that into a variable. So I may write here let suppose val is equal to this, and if I print the val, console dot log, okay, val is equal to double quotes val is equal to plus val. Okay, to save it. Now again, node operation 2.js, and you see here val is equal to 30, right? This will happen only if your function is returning a value. Whenever a function returns a value, the last statement must be return followed by a variable or a variable holding a value, right? Understood this? This is how you can write a function here. Okay, now to write the function, you can use a fat operator. Okay, so this is when you write just function, this is called as unanimous function. Okay, maybe here when you write function addition, or uh, when you just write function AB here, so here you actually don't need the function name, right? So what you can do is you can create a function in this way also. Just write like this. So my value, or I will write here value 1, and instead of writing this function, you can simply use here fat arrow operator. Okay, this is called as fat arrow operator. Right, so let me show you the first function. Okay, here we are just printing it, right? So if you want, you can create a function which can just print. Okay, so now what you can do is you can uh, skip this and just write your fat arrow. Okay, but if you are writing the fat arrow, then make sure that you're storing it into a variable. So let's say let f var is function variable, and now you call this f var, and then it will be printed. Okay, maybe I will, just to understand, I will put f var here, f var and f var. So it is there in the same folder, functions demo.js. Sorry, its name is yes, functions demo.js. So node functions demo.js. Run this. You see here, fvar, this is mobile. Fvar is printed, right? Fine. So this is using fat arrow operator.
So instead of using the name, we are just giving that
Fat
operator.
arrow. Fat arrow operator. If you have any arguments here, so you can use arguments also.
Okay, we can pass the parameters as well.
Hmm. Right, instead of writing function, you can write, but make sure that you have to assign it to some variable. Otherwise, we cannot execute it. Rather, it will give you error.
Okay.
Fine. Good. So yes, tell me all, have you understood the things up to this? Yes. Okay, there are few more concepts in JavaScript. If you join my Cypress class, then I'll give you the recordings of it. But here now, for the next 1 hour, we will uh, learn how to do the automation testing using Cypress. Okay, fine. So just like in Selenium, we first learn how to install the tools like Eclipse and IntelliJ IDEA, how to write the Java programs in that. Similarly, we have here learned what tools to download and how to write the JavaScript programs here. So now, using the same tool, we are going to create the Cypress project, and in that, we are going to uh, start writing our programs. Okay, maybe if you want, you can create it here also, but let me do one thing. Let's create another folder here, CLS. I will go back to this cd.cypress, and let me create here a folder mkdir. So these commands are same for uh, Mac also, mkdir. Otherwise, you can go to that place and create a directory directly. So let's say I'll call this as a Cypress uh, workshop or December 24. Okay, so this is the folder I'm creating, Cypress WS December 24, and enter. Okay, once it is created, I will just open that folder, file, open folder, and this is the folder newly created. I will select that here, and that folder will be opened here. So Cypress WS December. So right now it is empty. There is nothing in it. Okay. Now let's see what are the steps to install the Cypress. Okay, setup. So first of all, you need to download and install Node.js, which we have already downloaded. Then download. Okay, just look at this. I'll highlight the steps here. Okay, so download Node.js. We have done this. Oh, download and install Studio Code. So we have downloaded and opened it. Then make directory, make a folder. I have created a folder. Now you have to go to that directory. Okay, let's go to that directory. from the command prompt. Terminal. Okay, I'm already there here in this directory. Okay, Cypress, uh, December 24. Now we have to hit one command here to initialize. In 2 steps, we are going to do it npm minus I init. Okay, npm minus I init. Right, like this, npm space minus I space init. Okay, and press enter and just wait. So here it will ask for something. So just keep pressing enter, version, description, entry point, test command, gauge repository, enter. Keep on saying enter. And if it is okay, then say yes. Okay. So this will create a package.json file. Okay. What it is, we'll understand it shortly. But so here your project is created with a package.json file. Okay. Fine. Up to this, is it clear? Yes. So if you have any doubts in between, you can just stop me and ask me. So here you see this command, and also the steps are documented here. I will share this with you. Now last say yes. Open the folder Cypress automation, whatever it is, and then we have to hit this command npm install cypress dash dash save dash dev. Okay, we are there here in this project, so you can type directly npm install cypress npm, sorry, here npm install cypress dash dash save dash dev. Okay, you have to write this command and hit enter. This takes some time. Okay, so even though if it is nothing is coming, don't worry. Okay, it will at least take 1 or 2 minutes to take you to the next line. Okay, give me just 1 minute. I will come back. Okay. So you see here, it is installed, right? Fine. So when you just expand this, just a second. I think my mic is yes on. Okay, so it takes some times, but within some uh, 1 or 2 minutes it gets installed. So your Cypress is installed, and when you will see earlier only this package.json was there. Now you see here package log.json is there, and node modules are there. Okay, so just like when you uh, install, when you want to install the Selenium, so you create a Java project, and in that you create a lib folder and add all the libraries. So these are the Cypress libraries which are automatically added when you hit this command. Okay, fine. So we are almost very close to work with the Cypress. So let's do what few more steps are there. Okay, so these are the project dependencies. In the next stage, we are going to set up this way Okay, so there will be a Cypress folder. Under that, we will create one folder integration, because I'll tell you why. Under node modules, do we have Cypress? Not here. Okay, so one folder has to be created below the node modules. Just let me confirm once. So this is means once Cypress folder is created, and then support folder is created. Okay, so that is not yet created. Only modules is created. For that purpose, we will have to follow one more step. Okay, there is one more step after you see these things here. Okay, after this, there is one more step. So we will open the Cypress first. Okay, and how to open that? There is a command uh, npx cypress open. That's it. Npx cypress open. Type here npx cypress open. Enter. Okay, it looks like this is your first time using Cypress. Okay, so verified success, and Cypress is open, and it will look like this. Okay, now we have to select this E to E testing. Okay, and from here you can run the test. Okay, so select it, click on it. It will take some time. Okay, now here you see side by side was Cypress folder is created. Okay, so some configuration is created and this Cypress folder is created. Now you say continue. Okay, so here there are various browsers. You can choose, means in which browser, what browser you want to prefer to run your test, so that you can just choose. It's just that initial steps are little complex, but once you are go through this is actually one-time activity. Once you do it, later on things are going to be very smooth. So let's say I'm choosing Chrome browser. So here you by default it is Chrome selected. You keep it Chrome, or if you want, you can use other browsers also. And then say start E2E testing in Chrome. Okay, so this will open. Okay, and now here this is a spec option here, and from here you can run your test, but here we don't know where my tests are. Okay, so for that purpose, initially actually this is the Cypress folder created, and this is the folder structure. So previous, and this is one of the sample demo module is also given. This is package.json. Okay, I'll close this. Now here you see fixer and support. These by default files are there. Some configuration is there over there, but we have to create one folder here, integration, because in the old Cypress it was coming automatically. So what I'll do is I will just create a folder. I'll name this as integration. Okay, and under this, it is the file is created instead of folder. Okay, I will create a folder here. Click on this Cypress and then create folder. And I will create a folder as integration. Okay. Now inside this, we will create. Otherwise, you can directly also start creating the programs. But we'll create again one more folder. Let's call this as examples. And under example, you will create one JavaScript file. So let's say Cypress demo 1.js, or you can write spec.js also. Okay, so after this, are you all with me? All the steps are clear to you. I will share this document with you so that you'll be able to design this at your side also. Okay, everyone got it? Right, so this is a blank JavaScript file. Now here we are keeping all the files over here. So how do this Cypress know that where are your files? Okay, where are your test files? So for that purpose, we will have to do a last configuration, okay, in your package.json. Okay, sorry, cypress config.js. Okay, so this is the configuration created. So what you have to do is you have to write here. Uh, what is that? Let me just see, just a second. Spec pattern. Okay, spec pattern right here. Okay, where I'm there, I am in cypress.config.js, and here when this will complete, so you have to write here spec. Sorry, what it is? Spec pattern. Okay, why I'm not getting a suggestion? Spec pattern. I think S is capital. This should not happen this way. I'm there in cypress config.js. I just had a S small. Okay, it is below this E to E. Okay, not here. It is below this E to E. And right here spec pattern colon, and here you have to provide the path wherein your Java file you are keeping. So I will right click on examples and say copy path. You can copy relative path also, copy relative path and put that here. And actually here it does not understand a single slash. You have to put double slash. Okay, double slash and again double slash. And here all the JS files, so star.js. Okay, star.js and save it. Okay, whatever you do, make sure that you save it. And now this is refreshed, I guess. Yes, this spec folder is refreshed. And now you see here, this is the example folder, and you can keep all your JavaScript files will be here. Okay, it's cypress demo.js. Fine. So clear up to this? Yes.
Can you show one more time how to open this screen?
How to open this screen,
Yes.
right? Okay, let me just close this. And this also I will close. Fine. So CLS. The command is npx cypress open. Okay, first you have to hit this command, and this will open. Okay, now we are not opening it first time, so that message is not coming. Okay, so this window is opened first. Okay, and now you say E to E testing. Okay, it is configured. Earlier it was not configured. Now this browser will come. You have to choose a browser and then start your browser, and this window will come up here. Earlier, when we did not have this configuration, let me just do it once again. So I'll comment this, save it. Okay, this configuration is not there. Now you see here, it will look like this. It will look like this with no configuration. Okay, and when I will do this configuration, so your file will come there. So what we are doing actually here, we are providing the path where your JavaScript files are there, so that you can start running from there itself. Okay, refresh. I think I have not saved it. Save it. Okay, now you see here, the Cypress demo.js is there, and you can click here and it will start running when you will have the test inside it. Okay.
Under integration, you created examples folder.
Right. Under integration, I created examples folder. And under example, we have this file. The Cypress integration example and this file.
Okay.
Okay. Now, how to write test? Just like in Selenium, we write @test, and below that we write a function over here. We have recently learned here how to write the function in JavaScript also. So similar way, we will write our first test. So let me introduce the documentation of the Cypress. Okay, you can go to this link, or you can just Google Cypress documentation. I have a direct link also, but uh, to make you aware of let's suppose if that link is not there, so how to go to the Cypress documentation? So search for Cypress documentation. Okay, and you'll get this link for Cypress. Okay, and all the details are there. Why Cypress, how to install, whatever I have shown you, all the steps are also given here. Okay, you can follow these steps and you can do it. I'm just giving you, I've just created that document by doing the by extracting the crux of it, so that you will not need to read everything from here. Okay, now we will do the first step here, first test here. Okay, okay, this is done, end-to-end testing, and your first test. Okay, your first test. Right. So when you will write when you will create a JavaScript file over there, okay, what you can do is your test will be written inside it in this way. So described, and inside this there will be a function. Okay, so this is a demo. Fine. So you have to call a function describe. This is how we call the function, right? So this takes two arguments. First argument is your suit name. Okay. Yes, so this is like a test suite. So describe, let's say, uh, all of the tests. Okay. Or I will write this is my, this is up to you what to write inside it. So this is generally a test suite, or I will write here a stock management website. Let's write something real. So stock management tests. Okay, your second parameter will be your anonymous function. So that will be right like this. Okay, anonymous function like this. Okay, or instead of this, you can write function round bracket also. Okay, if you want, you can write here function. I think in the demo it is given function. No, it is fat arrow operator. Okay, but earlier we have seen that this function you can write is using fat arrow operator also. Right? Fine. So this is your suit, just like your suit. Up to this, is it clear? Yes. So describe, this is a function. Two parameters I'm passing. First parameter is your suit name, and second parameter is your function. It is
It's
empty right now.
suit name is can be anything. I mean,
It can
we
be
are
anything.
not creating anything. It's just a text, right?
It is just a text. You can, it is up to you what to write here. Okay. Now, just like in Selenium, we create a class, and inside the class you have tests. Okay, so it is not, describe is not a class, but you can consider that as a class, and inside the class we write @test. So here we can write using eat. Okay, eat it. Inside this you're going to write your tests. Okay, how? Let me again show you. So this will be your test name. Okay, first this will be your, this is my test name. Just for your understanding, I'm writing here. Again, this is up to you what to write here. And we will again create a function, another function here. And inside this, you are going to write your tests. Okay. So first of all, we will open the browser. So what browser to open, that you don't have to worry, because in Cypress setting, you have already said that I'm going to deal with the Chrome. So unlike in Selenium, we used to write WebDriver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay, we decide browser first, but here we have decided the browser automatically, so you don't have to worry about it. So it is going to open Chrome only. Now the commands are like cy. Okay, so cy dot visit. Okay, just like in Selenium we have driver dot find element or driver dot get. So here cy dot visit will help you to open your browser. Okay, so here I will write https:// stock scripting logic dot in, I guess. Okay, and that's it. You save it. So I will first show you how do we open this browser and how to run this. To run this, you go to this browser. wherein your test is there. Okay, and simply click on this just once, and your tests are loading. So visit. Okay, so it will open the URL, and that's it. It was a very simple step, and you got the screenshot also here. Okay, so this is the screenshot, and only you see here. So this is the request, and this is the response. Request response. You are seeing the details also here. Okay.
So, request response means this gives in JSON format.
Here if you just see, so the details are given over here.
Oh yeah, that get 200. Okay.
Get 200. Fine. So clear, everyone, up to this? How many people finding this interesting? Looks like different. Okay. So let's go further deeper into it. So let's interact with the username text box, password text box, and login button. I guess in 9 p.m. batch, CSS selector we have just completed yesterday, right? Okay. So here we will need CSS selector, right? And even if you don't know how to find CSS selector, have uh, we have the selectors hub tool, using which you can easily get the elements. Because if you want to interact with the element, you need to have a locator and find them. So here it is simple, and here we use CSS selectors only. So
Not
yes,
XPath.
no, not XPath. Means there are ways to use XPath, ID, and other locators, but the easiest way, just like in Playwright also, it was we were using CSS selectors. So here also we will prefer the CSS selectors only. Okay.
But
So
other locators are allowed, right?
allowed, but use of them is not that straightforward. It's
Okay.
not that easy. Okay.
Okay,
Fine.
one last question. Can you just tell me what is this it keyword?
It
It's again.
keyword, it just a function, inbuilt function, just like @test we have in
Okay.
Selenium. So it is it, and we can write multiple it here. Okay, let's do one thing. I'll keep a different URL here. Okay, I'll make a copy of it. Okay, this is your one test. This is your another test. And here let's open facebook.com. And here we will do this login operation. Okay, this is your first test. This is your second test. Okay, fine. So we have visited it, and now cy.get. So here get function is there to get your element. In Selenium, get function is there for what? Launching
Launching
the browser.
browser.
Okay, so here get will give, is used to get you the element. Okay, so let's go to this stock.scriptinglogic.in and right click and say inspect. So I think in 9 p.m. batch yesterday only we have done this. Uh, so for username we have ID, so you can use hash
Login dash username.
username. Okay, or you can get it through selector hub also. So hash login dash username is your selector. So use here hash login dash username. Now to type here, so the function is type. Okay, so dot type. Okay, and what to type? Admin. Okay, so this is for username, and for password cy dot get what? Okay, so click here. Your ID is login dash password. So copy this and write here hash login password. Again, we have to type. So write here type and say here admin. Okay, and lastly, we will click on the button. For button, we have a login. So you can use name is equal to login or whatever it is. Input value is equal to login. Okay, so cy.get. Now here one tip for you. In case if you already have single quote in your CSS path, Then uh, use double quotes here, because you know, quotes in single quotes, it will not this will not understand. So here, to do click, the method is click only. Okay, that's it. So save it. So now in this file, JavaScript file, there are two tests. First test is facebook.com. Second test is this login operation. Okay, so save this and go here, go back here, and as soon as you will open it, it will just run. I think it has executed. This was your facebook.com. Just a second. Snapshot is missing. Spec. Let's run this once again. Okay, go to the spec and click on this Cypress demo. Okay, my first test, facebook.com is opened, huh? And then login operation is happening here. So you should change the test name. In Playwright, actually, you get error if you give same test name, but here we don't get the error. So you see here, my test name. This is your step. And these are various requests you executed, and you will see each and every screenshot over here. In the first test case, there is only one. The snapshot is missing. Why? The snapshot is missing, displaying current state of DOM. Okay, just 1 second. I think this test got overwritten. So I will just write here uh, Facebook demo. And this is, let's say, login demo. And save it. Okay. And okay, I think it is closed. So start testing in Chrome. Okay, and then click on run. Facebook demo. So it will open Facebook, and now it will open login, and these are the steps it executed. I just want to see Facebook screenshot here. Snapshot is missing. Snapshot is displaying current state of DOM. Okay, fine. Okay, just look at this. This I will see what's wrong in that. But now just look, see here. So this is your login. This is the first request. And if you click here, so this is request and response. Means this is before and after. Okay, so request and response. So then again here get. So control is here. And you can see here operation. This is before and after. So before that it was blank, and after that there was text inside it. Okay, next request was there, and this was a type operation. Okay, this is before and after. Before, after. Before it was blank, after it was the password there. The next request is login. So click operation. So this is before and after, right? And then the page load here. Right, so all the steps screenshots are here, but I'm just wondering why the Facebook screenshot it did not maintain. Okay, test body open in ID. Earlier I used to get it. Okay, let it be. So it's done here, and this is how you can conduct the test. Right now, if you want, you can just further go there. So I will just to log in here. So admin, and click on login button. Let's click on this add customer. So add customer is a link. So you can just get this CSS path. Okay, or if you are pro in CSS path, you can make it shorten, and you can use contents method. Yeah, href contents. Yes, it is matching. So you can use this XPath, and let's click on the add customer button. Where is that? Okay, so cy dot get double quotes, and we have to do a click operation dot click, and then the type operations are there. So here name, you have name, so you can use this, or I'll just copy this 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So first value is name, hash name. Okay, let's type something. So let's say Shravani. Okay, then next is address. So for address, this is again a long thing. So you may write here placeholder is equal to address placeholder. The star is used for contents. Okay, address a capital A double D address. Two elements are matching. Why here enter your address contact? Refresh. Okay, let's use something else. Mm, let's write here text area. Then it will be better. So text area. Text area placeholder equal to add. Now this is perfect. Okay, so here we need to use double quotes. Double quotes text area and address. Let's say XYZ. Then okay, contact one. Here you can use contact one placeholder as contact one. Okay, and another one is contact two. Contact one, and this is contact two. Okay, let's put some number over here. Again, put some number over here. And lastly, we will click. We'll do the click operation for add. Okay, so this is the button. And on that button, this is input value is equal to add. So I'll use that. Okay, fine, save it. So here again, this end-to-end operation is there. So it started executing. Login. Okay, so you see here login operation, and each screenshot is also there. So screenshot is again why this Facebook is not getting snapshot. The snapshot is missing. Displaying the current state of DOM. Okay, I'll just get back to you on this. Why it is not working right now? I also don't have idea. Okay, but you see here each step you can monitor what it executed before, after, everything. Okay, and this was the last step here. Okay, all the screenshots are present here. Fine. Okay, so getting this is how you can see it executed, right? Okay, let's see it one more time. I just want component specs. I just want to see why this Facebook screenshot is not coming. Facebook demo. This is a post request. Cannot show snapshot while test running. This is your snapshot, and here the snapshot is not available. Okay, fine. So tell me, did you like this tool, Cypress? Yes. So there are many things you can do, just like you can do drop down also. You can interact with drop downs. You can interact with uh, radio button checkboxes, just like you do in Selenium. It's just that few commands are different, and you know, it also have the frameworks. Using Cucumber, we can just neatly design our project and manage the project very nicely. Okay, we can run this on. Uh, we can run this on. Um, um, Jenkins also, right? And we have also have the nice reports for this, right? If you add this into your, means if you learn this Cypress properly and add this into your profile, then definitely your profile is going to get a nice weightage to it. Okay, so I guess those who have already opted for the API testing advance are already there in the Cypress. Apart from that, some other people have also enrolled. Just in case, if you want to uh, learn the Cypress in detail, so around 1 or 1.5 month course is there. The classes we are going to conduct on every Saturday, 2 hours. Okay, just like today. So this was the first demonstration class, and from the next Saturday onwards, the classes will continue. In case if you want to enroll, because this is the first batch, so I have offered this only for uh, you know 2,999. So I guess on in each of the WhatsApp group that message was there, and the link is also there. So in case if you want to enroll, then just go to your WhatsApp group and check the link. Yes, this new Cypress batch is there. So if you want, you can just enroll here. You will also get today's recording and the other um and the previous, so the previous day's recording. But everything from the basic I have just taken today. Then the next class will be little easy for you. Once you will enroll, I will also give you the JavaScript recordings, so that JavaScript other areas also uh, you can see. Fine. So this is the link in case if you want to enroll, you can just go with it. Okay, so it is.
Sir, in this Cypress, you said 1.5 month course, or 1 month course.
Yes, approximately 1 or 1.5 month it will take.
I mean, you will. I mean, let's say I don't have any background of JavaScript. So, I mean, will you be taking like Java a bit JavaScript earlier and then Cypress or
Yes,
something?
yes, but to understand JavaScript, you hardly require 2 to 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
Okay, because you already know Java, so understanding JavaScript will not be a big deal for you.
Okay.
Okay, so as this is a first and introductory batch, so uh, I'm this amount is very less, and this is the introductory pricing. So from the next batch onward, the same pricing you will not get. Okay. So by the way, those who already are there in, I guess, API testing advanced, you don't have to pay. And those who have made the enrollments, I guess Sonali is there, and one more, Sonali and Deepali is also there, I guess. Sonali, Deepali, and Ishita. Ishita is there. Okay, Deepali is there. Sonali also I saw. You already have enrolled,
Yes, yes.
right?
See,
And
I opted for advance
you
already.
so if you have already opted for advanced, then advanced means API advanced, not Selenium advanced.
Selenium advance.
In Selenium advanced, you only get API testing up to JMeter. In API testing advanced, you get Playwright and Cypress.
Okay.
Okay, so you can just pay only 2,999, and you'll be able to get the Cypress classes from next Saturday onwards.
Don't
Sure.
we have any Christmas offer, sir?
And this is the Christmas offer only. So just you see, because this is the first batch and this is the year end also. So this is the most you can say the minimum what I can. This is the lowest pricing for among all of my courses. If you just go and check my pricings, so this is the minimum I'm offering. Okay, and from next batch onwards, this price is going to increase. Surely it will increase. And I have not given this offer outside our group, outside our Selenium students. So I'm just taking only the in-house students only here. Okay, fine. Acha, by the way, one more thing I just want to discuss with you. I will just stop the recording.